Hey guys, Jack here bringing you some Rising Storm gameplay. I'm going to be talking about this game in a second, but first, the important news of the day. Tonight, May 21st, at its Redmond campus, Microsoft is going to be showing us the new Xbox, or whatever it's called. So at 10 AM Pacific time, which is 6 PM GMT, so that's UK time, there's going to be a live streamed conference, okay? So we're going to get to see the new console. Some people might be excited about it, some people might be like, meh, don't really care. Me personally, I'm quite excited. I was very interested in the Sony conference that they did a couple months back to show the PS4. I thought that conference was great. They did a brilliant job bringing Mark Cerny on. He's just a really likeable guy and obviously very passionate about what he does and what he's created with the PS4. Anyways, at the Xbox conference, we're going to be introduced by Don Mattrick. He's a Microsoft guy. I'll probably put a picture of his face up there. You might recognize him. Now, I was talking about this guy on Ventrilo with my friends. His name is Don Mattrick, okay? So, it's almost Don Matrix, right? So, he should just change his name to Don Matrix because that'd be way cooler. Then he could walk around in a oversized black trench coat with the tails flowing in the wind and put black sunglasses on, and he could introduce people as Don Matrix. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Anyways, he's going to be hosting the show, so looking forward to it. Make sure you tune in. If you're watching this video before the conference has started, then make sure that you tune in at those times that I mentioned. If you're watching this video after the conference, then let's talk about it in the comments. I might do a bit of a round table video actually with my mates, and we're all going to watch the conference anyway, so if we do like a podcast style discussion, I think that could be quite interesting, maybe a bit funny as well, so definitely going to be putting up a video on that. So what are we going to see tonight? Well, we're definitely going to see a new console, of course, Xbox. Now, the name, a lot of people have discussed and like rumoured what it's going to be called. There was rumours a couple of weeks ago that it was going to be called Xbox Infinite or Xbox Infinity, but apparently that was just a guy on Reddit who just came up with the name and made that little 8 logo thingy. It was pretty cool and a lot of people actually believed it. Some news websites even reported on it, but it was just user created content. Anyway, so the name of it, what makes sense? A lot of people call it the Xbox 720, whatever. I think they're probably just going to go with Xbox, because when you talk about the Xbox 360, you don't really call it an Xbox 360, do you? I certainly don't know many people that call it an Xbox 360. I mean, I know people that call the PS3, the PlayStation 3, the PS3. They don't really just call that the PlayStation. So I think maybe they're just going to go with Xbox and just literally call it Xbox. Sort of makes sense to me, but we'll see. Anyway, so tonight we're definitely going to see the new Call of Duty game, COD Ghosts, on the new engine, which could be exciting. Apparently they've taken it in a completely different direction. They're saying they've done a lot of interesting things with the movement. Interested to see what the graphics are going to be like on that, because obviously we've got a leap in hardware. We're going to see next gen FIFA game apparently, potentially a new Halo as well. I'd be quite excited to see a new Halo. Other things as well, I'm sure they're going to demo the new Kinect, which apparently has like a really high resolution sensor which can individually track all your fingers and all your toes and body parts that you didn't even know about. So you got to watch out for that, guys, alright? So make sure you tune in tonight. It's going to be cool. So, Rising Storm, what's it about? Well, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about it, or you've played Red Orchestra or Red Orchestra 2. It's an authentic World War II first-person shooter experience, 64 players, and it's pretty fucking mental. Let's put it that way. Rising Storm is a standalone expansion pack based around Red Orchestra 2. Apparently started off as a mod, and the developers of the game liked it so much that they sort of worked in conjunction with the mod guys and decided to make it like a standalone product. And this game focuses on the island hopping campaigns in the Pacific theatre of World War II. So we've got the Japanese and the Americans. Basically, you know, Red Orchestra and Red Orchestra 2 focused on the Germans and the Russians, but in this game we're looking at the Americans and the Japanese armies. Now, I played Red Orchestra and Red Orchestra 2, but not very much at all. You know, I probably just did a few hours and I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't really get into it properly. I didn't really see the appeal. But having played Rising Storm by myself for a few hours and with friends, I'm starting to get it. I think at first I didn't really get it and it wasn't very fun to me. It was just death after death after death. But it's got a very steep learning curve. I'd say it's almost as bad as something like DayZ or Arma 2. It's an incredibly unforgiving and brutal game, and if you're new to the series, you're gonna have a bad time. Let's put it that way, until you put some time in, learn what the game's like, learn the maps, and just get a feel for how to play it. It's nothing like Battlefield or COD. The whole point of the game is it's a very authentic, realistic World War II experience. It's the horrors of war, basically. Okay, you'll spawn in, someone will drop artillery on your head, you spawn in again, you get mown down by a machine gun that you can't even see, you go creeping around a corner, your head's blasted off by some invisible enemy that's hiding in a bush. It's fucking tough, okay? Let's put it that way. One bullet from any weapon can kill you. It's got location based damage. There's like a heart hitbox. Headshots are obviously a big deal. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll get shot in like the arm or the leg and you'll get a chance to bandage yourself, but most of the time you get shot, you don't see it coming, and you're gonna die. In games like COD and Battlefield, you get a warning. You get a chance to dive away, run around cover, and live to fight another day. In Rising Storm, forget that. You don't even know where you get shot from. You get hit, you're probably gonna die. There's no other game really quite like it, in my opinion, and it sounds like a really miserable, boring game experience, like if I'm just telling you about it, especially if you're playing the realism mode, which is what it's all about. The footage you're seeing here is the new action mode, which is catered towards, you know, the COD and the Battlefield players. But Red Orchestra and Rising Storm, it's not really about that. It's all about realism. You know, they've made this action mode, but sort of goes against all the fundamentals of the game, which make it fun to play. It's the fact that you die again and again and again makes it good. It's scary, you know, it's just that feeling of impending doom, the fact that you can get shot at any moment and you're probably not going to see the guy that killed you. It's got a very unique appeal to it. It's just like, bam, it's war, you're dead, son. And you sort of learn from this game that war isn't fair. You know, sometimes it is unbalanced. Sometimes one side will have better weapons than the other, and they might be in a substantially better position. You've got to attack a town, but in the town there's loads of houses with windows that machine gunners can just sit in. You're going to get ripped up. Now, I quickly learnt this on the Iwo Jima map, where the Japanese have got several machine gun nests at the top of a beach, so it's like a bit of a beach assault. And you've got to get up to the top of the beach. As the American guys, you start at the bottom, and the machine guns just rip you up again and again and again. But you just keep respawning, you keep coming back, you use smoke, you use suppression. The smoke's actually useful in this game, by the way. You can drop artillery on defensive lines to break them up, or get a flamethrower in there. But when you get to the top of that beach and you get in that machine nest and you fucking flamethrower the shit out of it, or you just go on a mad Thompson spree and just clear out a bunker, it's so satisfying. And then that's when you get Rising Storm. That's when you get the Red Orchestra gameplay. It's the feeling of constantly being in threat of your life, being shot at, and then you learn, you get better and better, and then bam, it clicks. You get it. It's so satisfying when you understand it. I didn't get it at first, but having played it some more, I think I understand it now. Anyways, Rising Storm, really cool game. You should check it out. It's in beta at the moment, and you can get immediate access to it if you pre-order it on Steam, but it's only like 10 quid or something. It's quite a cheap game, but definitely worth the money. There's other ways to get into beta as well, I think, but if you want immediate access, then just pre-purchase it on Steam. If you're new to the series, then it's going to be hard, trust me. You could try the action mode out first. It's a bit more forgiving for new players, but it's not really about that. Red Orchestra is all about the realistic mode, or the classic mode. That's when it's good. That's when it's the best. So yeah, just dive straight into that if you're feeling brave. Get used to the maps and get a feel for the game, and you'll absolutely love it, especially if you're playing with mates. It's an absolute blast. Make sure if you get it as well, you try and organise a big bonsai charge, because when you get one of those things on the go, you just feel fucking unstoppable. It's awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Might be bringing you some more Rising Storm gameplay, a bit of team play with mates perhaps on Ventrilo. Some funny and interesting things can happen every now and again, so definitely worth a video, I think. Leave me a rating and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.